Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing a deck that I'm calling Arcane Petitioners because the last time I played this deck, and I have changed it up, I called it Persistent Adaptation. You see it's still over here. Yep. But this deck is so fun, and I was kind of running out of steam on wanting to come up with a new deck every single day, especially as we're coming into New World of Sparks. And I have a lot more ideas, but they just weren't coming together for me today. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to back up, go back to an old deck that a lot of people liked. You guys love this deck. And so let's go ahead and just play this deck again with a new twist that we add to it. So with this deck, we are playing Persistent Petitioners with Arcane Adaptation. So we can turn all of these tokens that we're going to be generating with our Biogenic Oozes, with Dryads, our Martial Multitudes, Dawn of Hope, whatever, and turn them all into advisors so that then we can tap 4 advisors and mill the top 12 cards of their library multiple times. So if we get out 8 creatures and all of a sudden we drop a Petitioners with an Arcane Adaptation already out on advisors, for a 5 mana, we can do that on the same turn even. And all of a sudden we can mill them for 24, cards right away, and each turn be doing the same type of thing. So this deck can get really out of hand on the Petitioner side, but for the other side of this deck, we're just going beatdown mode. So we can also put Arcane Adaptation down on Ooze and get a counter on everything on every single turn. We duplicate it and get multiple counters on everything every turn. And then we have Tender Shoot Drag, which can just give everything +2/+2 really quickly. And sometimes that's better than the Ooze. The Ooze is more consistent, but Tender Shoot Drag creates more things for us. If we can turn everything into a Saproling, then everything gets bumped right away and we can swing in with a big March of Multitude, something like that. So there's some really fun things we can do with this deck. So we are going to jump into the deck, see how this goes, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, here we are against Woozy. Bring it on, Woozy. And we are playing our Persistent Adaptation deck. And we have Petitioners, we have Arcane Adaptation, we have a way to create a lot of things. We don't have white mana, though. Honestly, I would prefer to never have these in my opening hand. Those are things I want to top deck kind of later on. We're going to keep this because it's a good blocker. We have our pieces. We have things that we want to get up to. And we have the draws to get there, I think. So play the island, pass the turn. Okay, Plains. Ooh, there's a Llanowar. Is Llanowar just better? No, I guess next turn we can play it with a Petitioner. So let's go ahead and get out a Petitioner. See if it gets keeled right away. A cast down. So if they're going to be favoring that, I may not want to get out Petitioners right away. So we're hoping for Incubation Druid if we can. They do not find it. So let's Llanowar and... Yeah, I'd rather just hold on to it. I think that it's better to have in hand, especially with Arcane Adaptation. Once we get to 5 mana, in fact, we can cast some massive March of the Multitudes and then Arcane Adaptation Petitioners and just mill them out like crazy. Okay, so Moment of Craving comes in. Okay. And we'll just pass the turn. I don't want to get down Arcane Adaptation yet either. This deck plays... Mortify, I'm guessing. All right, pay the 2 life, try for the Ooze. See if it lasts for a turn. Looks like they have removal. Yep, there's a Mortify. We at least get to keep the other token here. Not fantastic. Okay, Eldritch Reborn. Now we have to kill it, and they're going to get back our Ooze. That's annoying. All right, so we need to take care of that. So let's do this. We have to discard something as well. Do I want to Conclave Tribunal that this turn? I guess that way we don't have to discard. All right, let's do this. We're going to get down Petitioners. I know I said I didn't want to get out right away, but... Get the Eldritch Reborn. And Mortify is good here for them. If they have it, they might spend it on the Conclave Tribunal. So, like, there are things they can find. Ooh, has lots of choices here. We actually can't cast the March of the Multitude, so I'm guessing they just take Dawn of Hope here. That's part of the reason I was debating on bringing it out. I think that Dawn of Hope is actually better for them to take there. So Dawn of Hope, Arcane Adaptation on Advisor. Just in case of a silhouette or whatever, we're gonna say no attacks. Pass the turn. Okay, Basilica Bell Hunt. We have to discard the duplicate. Okay, Tendershoot Dryad. That is what we're looking for. Yes. Okay. No attacks. Please let us keep our board for a turn or two. Because then we just get to mill them down, and it is so fun. And we have decent blockers. And this deck gets so fun. We have the Quasi-Duplicate to play on the Chupacabra, or on the... So, and the cool thing, too, is that these are threats. Like, they can't necessarily kill the Petitioners, which is the only thing that turns on that side of the combo. If we find a March of the Multitudes here, we could just kind of go off. So it's actually pretty hard for them to decide, I think, what to do here. We're going to take the 3 if they swing in. That's totally fine. They know we have a Quasi-Duplicate. They know that we have Oozes and Dryads. And this deck is so janky. I love it. Oh, it's so fun. No blocks. Down to 15. There's an Ooze. We'll play an Ooze. And now we can mill them for 12 in response to anything. So we're just going to... No attacks. Pass the turn. Yep, get counters on our Oozes. Hopefully we'll get another Arcane Adaptation for our Oozes as well. We can Quasi-Duplicate here on the next turn as well. Which, yeah, should be pretty fun. Okay, Ross's Contempt. We will do it now. We were just going to take the damage really anyway. So target you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Submit. They get a swing in for 5. But we just milled them down to 31 cards. We need to find more creatures. March of the Multitudes isn't good enough here. We can't even cast it. Let's see. We can Quasi-Duplicate to copy something. I'd rather... Hopefully we can find some better stuff. So we're probably just going to be on the Dawn of Hope plan now. Oh, man. All right. Swings in for 3, 5. Down to 10. We cannot take that many more turns. So we need to be waiting to mill them until it's a good time here. What did they lose? Ethereal Absolution, which would be really bad for us. Hopefully they don't have one in hand. I feel like they might have played it there. All right, Quasi-Duplicate. We're just going to play the Dawn of Hope here. I'm actually going to get down the land because they have so much discard, and I like having the ability to play it and gain life. So let's pass the turn for now. We can play it, gain life off a block, tap everything, draw cards, and mill them for 12. So not a terrible setup here. So that resolves. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, so let's see if they swing in. No swinging in. We will play Dawn of Hope. Token. We will mill them, targeting you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. Down to 18 cards. Conclave Tribunal actually might just give us the out that we needed. Yeah, I think it does. All right, Conclave Tribunal. Do we want to draw a card here? No, I think we just need to mill them down. We're getting them really low. Okay, take the Lyra. And we still can block and gain life, so pass the turn. Maybe milling him there might have been okay. Okay, Alinda. I think we're gonna do it. All right, swings in. Yes, pass. So we will block here, block here. Those are our blocks. Okay, before we do anything else, we're going to tap 4, targeting you, tapping 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I get enough, right? What didn't I tap? Oh, there we go. Submit. Okay, submit those. Mill them down to 5 cards. Gain a life. We get to draw. We kill something. Linda does get bigger. Yes, that's fine. So Dawn of Hope. Pay. Okay, another Petitioners, which is good. And that actually just gives us the game. So, Petitioners. And tap 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, we milled them out. Play that and pass the turn. Yes, we milled them out. That was actually a pretty, I feel like the deck didn't do as well as it typically does, but that's why I think Persistent Petitioners can be a pretty viable alternate win condition for the deck. So, I mean, would it be better to probably have more oozes and stuff like that? Yeah, but that was just so fun. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. All right, up against Spike Jr., bringing on Spike. And we're playing our Persistent Adaptation deck. And we finally get a March Multitudes. We have some ramp. I'm going to keep this. This is where I feel like I don't like Arcane Adaptation. I just never like it in my opening hand. And so I'm back and forth on whether or not I like it. Back and forth as in I don't think I like it. All right, so Breeding Full tapped, pass the turn, get down our Incubation Druid. Hopefully we find some big threats right away. Tendershoot Dryads, Incubation Druids, or sorry, not Incubation Druid, Tendershoot Dryad or Biogenic Oozes. I'm not going to show the white mana just yet. I don't think we really need it for a while. I would prefer to hold off on this March Multitudes till we need it, especially if this is a Gruul deck. Like, well, it is Gruul, but an aggressive Gruul deck. Okay. Yep, no blocks. I might even just quasi-duplicate here to get more mana. You know what? Is this a good opportunity for us to Arcane Adaptation? But what do we do it on? Do we do it on the Dryad? If this isn't the Warrior deck. All right, we're going to do it. We need to build... The Saplings with March of the Multitudes is just massive. So we're going to do it. So on Sapling. Okay. And no attacks, just in case they have a 1/1. I doubt they will, but just in case. Do they have burn for us here? Or if they kill Incubation Druid, yeah. That's a bummer. All right. Maybe I should have quasi-duplicated for that reason. I was debating. All right. Hollowed Fountain tapped. They haven't showed too many more threats, luckily. Tendershoot Dryad will be pretty good here, though. So Rubble Slinger. So this is a more budget deck, which is good. Down to 14. All right, now we are in business. All right, so Tendershoot Dryad. Yes, everything's a sapling. So that means once we hit City's Blessing, it actually makes the Tendershoot Dryad a 4/4. So please do not have a shock here. Very devastating if they have it. Nikia of the Old Ways. Ooh, all right. Yep, no blocks. Okay, that's fine. Yep, create a token. Okay, let's... Ooh, and we find Petitioners. All right, so first off, let's quasi-duplicate Tendershoot Dryad. Maybe we just do that again. Yeah, do we just do that again? And then we make a March of Multitudes on the next turn. And we'll discard Petitioners this time. So we already did the Petitioners one time. So we're going to play the other side of this deck, which is just so fun to play. Yeah, we can swing in pretty safely here, I think. 15 damage, down to 5. Next turn we have the March of the Multitudes, but we're going to create a few blockers here. Yeah, that's fun. And we know they can't cast anything that really kills these guys, so it's game over now. Yeah. Hopefully they don't scoop it up. I want the chance to play this March of the Multitudes. There's Ravager Worm, which it can fight one of these guys, but not going to do much. Yeah, it fights it. It stays. Lava Runner. Okay. They're just playing out their hand and then possibly conceding. Yeah, okay. Well, the March of the Multitudes would be really fun to play there. I probably should have, but the quasi duplicate, like, you do have to do that as well, because that's just fun. And with the Arcane Adaptation, making those bigger was a very big part of that. So that was awesome. That was very, very awesome. All right, up against Yankster. Bring it on, Yankster. That's a good name, actually. And we are playing Persistent Adaptation, and we have Llanowar. Yeah, oh, this is the hand that we don't really care about the Persistent Adaptation side. Yeah, go ahead and duress us. Realize that you're going to be dead. All right, I probably shouldn't be too cocky because this could be bad. All right. Temple Garden, Llanowar. We have the Petitioners, so we have one of the combo pieces with a bunch of things that we want to have. And we're just hoping for that we don't run into a Cry of the Canarium here. So I'm going to get something that doesn't die to it first. Or do we go for the turn 3 Tender Shoot Dryad and just hope they don't have it? I'm going to go for that. I don't think it's as smart, but we're going to go for it. I'm thinking this might be, we might see an indestructible zombie maybe coming in. Okay, no. All right, so, man. Okay, cross our fingers. Tender Shoot Dryad. Don't lose everything with the Cry of the Canarium the next turn. They knew that we had it, so... yeah. This might have been too hopeful. Oh, the fact that they're bringing out a cast down for it there is actually better for us than other things. So the fun thing that we can do here actually is... do we have enough to start petitioning them already? Right, choose two things. We're going to give... oh, man. That's bad. We have to kill Karn now. I don't think we can. All right, I don't want to overcommit to this board now. So we're just going to Forest. Because we know that they can get the Ritual of Soot. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, and adapt, swing in for 3. Yeah, I think that we just need to... I mean, put some pressure onto the Karn. I'm thinking he just ticks down here and grabs that Ritual of Soot. He already had one. Oof, that's bad. All right, giving them the Lich might be showing off more of what we are able to do here. We can't play the Petitioners this turn as well. I misplayed that. I need to hold on to Dawn of Hope because now we gave them a way to make that happen. So Arcane Adaptation, I think we're all in on the Advisor plan. So I'm going to go for Advisor here and pass the turn. All right, plays Swamp. Reveal some cards. Yes. Man, so much removal. Is this just the Chromatic Black, but they're also playing Phylactery Zombie? Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I think that actually works pretty well because you're trying to get out artifacts anyway. So it's not terrible. I just know they have a bunch of removal in hand, and that's annoying. So we're going to destroy the artifacts so that hopefully they can't play this. But the thing is, they can just use the Karn. So I think I just put counters on it. They're going to use a removal spell. And I'm going to play Breeding Pool tapped. And we just have to hold on to our board until they start playing stuff. Because They just have way too much value. We have to put some pressure on the Karn. That's what I was going for there. Hopefully we find another Night of Autumn. Otherwise, I think this might just be done. Yeah, Tubes comes down. They just have so many answers for everything we do. Even just playing the Phylactery zombie would be good, but they know that we're playing artifact removal. Yeah. All right, Petitioners, we're just going to run out our hand, try to get some more value out on the board. Night of Autumn, this time I am going to go ahead and destroy this. Make them tick down on the Karn here for an artifact if they want to use it. They can also just grab the Ritual of Soot and we're just dead. So if they go along those lines, yeah. Yeah, we're just done. You know, actually, we have an out here. March of the Multitudes gives us enough to start milling them. The fact that they use that over anything else is interesting. So give them another Swamp. Plays the Swamp. Okay. Well, not what we wanted. Yeah, we're just going to pass the turn. Oh my goodness. I don't know about this one, guys. I do not know about it. All right, I'm glad I didn't use this. I was debating, but 2 swamps on top. I mean, they can kill us in so many ways. I'm hoping that the opponent starts wanting to kind of play with their deck rather than rather than taking me seriously, because there actually is a way that we can come out of this. All right, so they do cast down now. We still get to mill them for 1. There's a swamp. Dawn of Hope actually is an amazing draw here for us. That is actually phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and play the breeding pool because honestly, just getting down lands now is what we want to do, and I'd rather get down a tap land while we can. So pass the turn. These are all advisors, so now we can also find Petitioners, and we are now back in the game, kind of. Kind of. Luckily, they can't play the zombie yet. They can always just tick down Karn and play it, though. But then it's a creature that they're having to deal with. All right, exiles a card. What was it? Okay, the Fountain of Renewal. Okay, so Fountain. Yep, plays the zombie. Yep. All right, well, Dawn of Hope token. They didn't have removal there. I think we actually just swing in. We need to find card draw. We'll swing at Karn. I think it's a better chance that they actually block me going after Karn. Okay. They draw 2. Play an untapped land so that I can draw and do this. Pass the turn. All right, getting through our land draws. Honestly, lands are okay with Dawn of Hope because it does help us draw more cards, trigger this more times. What do they find here? All right, we'll give them the Fountain of Renewal. Treasure Map is really bad with the Phylactery Zombie because it flips over to a land, and then we have to deal with that. If they have another zombie here, then it's pretty good for them as well. All right, going to swing in. We are going to create a token. See if they have removal. All right, cast down. We're getting removal on our little tokens as well, though. Like, that is one good thing about this. And next turn, we can create 2 tokens if we need to. We're going to play Temple Garden tapped. Finding so many stinking lands. Pass the turn. Yep, resolve. So we may have a shot with this, and having advisor down actually is another key point of this, because I think that we have a better chance of milling out. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. We're dead. Oh. Oh, we don't have a settle the wreckage in here, do we? Yep, that's the game. All right, holding up settle the wreckage here, or bluffing it might be our best bet, but I mean they can always just swing in with the zombies. Ooze is interesting. Ooze is actually very interesting. We might actually be able to stay alive. As long as he doesn't remember he has this ritual of soot. So I think I actually need to create more things that can block. These guys have menace though. No attacks, okay. Put counters on stuff. Yeah, with the menace, I'm not sure. And this also has menace. I mean, he can take me seriously, but we already lost this one. Yeah, Ravenous Chupacabra. Yeah. Yeah, good game. I mean, he already had it just by playing the Jasu Vest. I have not seen a Jasu Vest actually resolve, so that was pretty cool to see. These are the kinds of games I'm fine losing. For sure. If he's going to play it out, though... Well, okay, I'll let him play it out. Alright, treasure map. Yep. Yep, swing in. I'm not even going to block. There's no way that we have enough. Yeah, down to a -11. Definitely no way we had a chance there. I mean, I guess we could have... No, there's no way. All right, so there you guys have it with the Persistent Adaptation deck. We did get the combos off with the deck, kind of. And so we're going to stop it there. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.